Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of the 6th Region Championship live from Valley High School, the campus of Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium to be more specific, as we will be bringing you the J-Town Chargers at 25-6 versus the Butler Bears at 26-4. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, alongside me, Coach Mark Evans, and Coach, this game coming off of what we saw on Saturday afternoon, this one could be rough and tumble, and really I think the word used for one of those games Friday night was a rock fight, and I think this one might be something like that. Lots of defense and every possession meaning something.
Well, Coach Kelsey, I think, from the University of Louisville has put that word in vogue. So We're hearing a lot about rock fights, but it's almost uncanny. If you look at their statistics for the season, they almost have identical records, but they also have identical stats. They both shoot 44% from the field. They both shoot, one shoots 33 from the three, the other 34. One shoots 65 from the free throw line percent. The other one shoots 65. One averages 28 rebounds, the other 25. So, and they play similar teams. They both play great schedules. So, I look for this to be a tremendous game. Both really well coached. The J-Town Chargers 1 year removed. Last year, Evangel beat them, but they were in the state tournament the year before. They're looking to go back. Coach Geary does a great job with Butler. They're looking to go. The only thing out there that I would say is there's a little bit of a wild card, and that is number 32, Cameron McDaniels. Cameron was with J-Town a year or two ago, whatever, and he had left out of town and he came back recently. Was ruled eligible, and he's a heck of a lift because he's a tremendous player, averaging 23 points a game, and I don't know how many rebounds. 7 rebounds a game. So, that's a wild card out there, and we'll have to keep an eye on that, I would say.
And played very well on Saturday afternoon.
Was our MVP.
Afternoon. He was, most outstanding player, played great. Well, we had the chance to talk to both coaches here during the pregame, so we'll step aside now, but we'll be back, and you will hear first from head coach Richard Duncan of the J-Town Chargers. And I will say, I asked him my first question, and I knew better. As you said, they've won this sixth region, championship 3 of the last 4 years, and I sort of blurted that question at first, but that is right. So they have been here, and we're going to hear from him when we return with your coverage of the 6th region championships tonight on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high start. UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
(1965) male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 male high graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Here with head coach of the Jeffersontown Chargers, Rich Duncan. And Coach Duncan, this is while you haven't been in a couple of years, this is the third time here in just the last 5 that you've been here.
Third time in the last 4 years.
Last 4 years, excuse me.
We didn't make it last year. We came up a little short, but we back again this year and try to rewrite our wrongs right from last year.
Well, so this is a place and a game that your crew is experienced in being in a little bit. So what sorts of positives does that have for you?
It's a lot of positives, mainly the coaching staff. The coaching staff's been here, so we know how to prepare for this moment. We know how to try to get our kids to relax and be ready to play in an atmosphere like this.
As far as, I just want to know from your game on Saturday, you know, that game was hard fought all the way to the end. There's no doubt about that, and really a good battle for you guys. What are your takeaways in preparing for this game?
Well, Moore came in. They fought us hard. They played a very hard physical game, and we had to stay mentally locked in, stay focused the whole way through to get that win. So it kind of prepares you for a game like this because Butler's really, really good, and there's going to be some adversity that we have to fight through tonight to get this win.
What kind of messages are you giving to your team about their opportunities to make some history tonight and win this 6th region championship? And do so for, I guess that then would be the 4th time in 5 years. So what are the chances then of what kind of messages are you giving him on that?
The message is to do it for the family, do it for your team, do it for your family, man. Like they got parents that support them, man, that do AAU, travel by, and all that thing. And man, we got our family all the way up until this point to the regional championship. Let's take it home. Let's do it for our family. Do it for the school. Let's do it for the city of J-Town. Like I really put that on them, and they take ownership of it. They want to provide. They want to do something real positive for their community and for their family. And that's what we focus on.
You mentioned Butler earlier just a little bit. Just anything in particular as you've scouted them, played them, thoughts on what they're going to put on the court?
Man, they are a very scrappy bunch. They play hard. They're one of the best passing teams we done played all season, man. They really share the basketball. They play with pretty much 5 guards, and they put a lot of pressure on you in transition, and then they penetrate and kick really, really well. So we got to be locked in on the defensive end to be able to stay up with them.
Besides being locked in on the defensive end, what other things you really want your team to do well tonight so you can hoist the trophy at the end of the night?
We got to take care of the defensive backboard. The defensive backboard is going to be crucial today. We played them the first game. They had a lot of offensive rebounds that we gave up. We want to eliminate that. We want to make it a half-court game to eliminate their speed because, like I said, they do want to get out in transition, and they want to hurt you in transition, get open threes. So we want to get back, get squared up, and we got to play man-to-man, keep them out the paint, and fight like heck on that backboard.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
And that's J-Town head coach, Rich Duncan. Come on back, and we will have the inside look for you here for both teams on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The one way a good person goes to prison is to hurt or kill someone while driving drunk. Why would you throw your life away? John and I are asking you, please don't drink and drive.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Flying direct, not just flies.
Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back to Louisville Basketball Game Night, and it is time for our inside look into tonight's 6th Region Championship, an inside look to tonight's game presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor? At Blinds Direct, they offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for more. And let's look first at the J-Town Chargers. Coach?
Okay, for the Todd, for the J-Town Chargers, my top inside look is limit 24, Adrian Wilder's touches. He's a shot maker. He gets a lot of them in transition, but a lot of times it's out of the half court, and I really do believe that they need to really put the type of defense on him so he doesn't see the ball or doesn't touch the ball a whole lot tonight. Probably the next thing is, and I heard Coach talk about it in his interview, is they have to, J-Town really needs to crash the offensive boards and get some second shots up tonight. The Butler Bears does a great job. Even though they're small, they're really quick, and they get to the boards on both ends of the court really well. So that's going to be important. And then win the points off turnovers battle. Butler really likes to turn you over, but, J-Town's very capable of the same thing, and if they can win that turnovers battle, that will be icing on the cake and give them the opportunity to hoist the trophy tonight.
All right, and for the inside look for the Butler Bears.
All right, flip side of it, we talked earlier about more or less a wild card, taking part or coming into this team at J-Town, number 32, Cameron McDaniels. He was the real deal the last game we watched him play against Moore. I mean, he was above and beyond. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can rebound it, he can do it all, and he can handle it. So once again, if he's not touching the ball, it's hard to do all those great things. So I would do everything I could to defend him, to limit his touches. The other thing is for Butler, they have to limit the turnovers. They can't have any lulls. They have to keep the turnovers to single digits. I think they're very capable of that, and if they can take care of the ball and have quality possession, I think they can win this ball game tonight. The other one is take away the second shots, dominate the defensive boards. Once again, only allow, neither team shoots. I mean, both teams shoot well from the outside, but not unbelievably from the outside. So if you cut out the second shot, you have a better opportunity to win this game tonight. So Butler dominating the defensive boards.
All right, so those are our inside look, and that inside look brought to you by Blinds Direct. This broadcast is authorized by Valley High School and the 6th Region with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you very much for watching. Well, when we return, you will hear from Kevin Geary of the Butler Bears. So stay tuned as we have Coach Evans with Coach Geary coming up here on Glycod.
Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Mark Evans here with Coach Kevin Geary, head coach of the Butler Bears. Coach, your team pretty much ought to be really battle-hardened after that last game of the semifinals, sure. I'd say, with PRP. That was some game, and I was really impressed with the kids the entire time. But that last play you drew up, and that kick backwards was some deal.
Yeah.
Did you draw that up?
Well, we had drawn up a different type of play. We wanted to catch it on the wing and drive it and kind of drift our shooter to the corner. But then when we saw, because we ran it, and then when we saw that everybody was flooding to the ball side, we changed the inbounder, and then we flipped our two guys at the elbow, and I just told number 5, Mike Jones, I was like, Mike, as soon as they go, just pop up and then go make a play. And fortunately, it worked out.
Well, it was like a movie. I mean, the ball bounced off the rim, and normally you don't know. It usually goes up straight up and straight through.
And straight back down.
How cool. How exciting that was.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, you got a different one tonight. You get to get the opportunity to punch your ticket and go to the big show.
Yep.
As far as that goes, what are you going to have to do against this team? I know they have a new arrival in there just about 6-8 games ago that definitely is a factor player.
Yeah.
What will you all have to do tonight?
And Cam's really good. Like he really is. And he's a difference maker for them. And, the biggest thing for us is, our game plan doesn't really change. Our game plan has always been limit paint touches, contest shots, and rebounds. And you being a coach for so long, you kind of understand, like, when it all boils down to it, that's the name of the game.
That is the name of the game.
95% of the time,
keep it simple.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
And I kind of challenge our kids tonight, like they have some really good players, and we do too. Like, who can execute better? Who's going to guard better? Who's going to rebound better? Like, all of those things in games like this, when the teams are basically even, position for position, shooter for shooter, guard for guard, big for big, like, who executes better and who keeps who maintains their composure in the flow of the game and in the chaos that can happen in games like this, ultimately is who's going to win out. So, we've always tried to keep it simple for our kids, and our game plan really doesn't change. We'll do some scouting and talk about some specific things that we'll try to exploit on both ends of the floor, but for the most part, one of my JV coach, he likes to say, you got to put the orange thing in the orange thing. and hopefully we can do that a little bit more than they do tonight. Definitely. Best competition.
Check it.
Ooh.
Oh, come on!
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycon, it's UA Local 502, Louisville.
As we are going early here from Valley High School, and the tip coming at a couple minutes till 7 o'clock, and we are ready to go here. 6th Region Championship basketball for you. Sorry to cut Coach Gary short, but Todd Carter, Coach Mark Evans, Christian Sanchez here with you tonight. And just underway, we've already had a foul, that one going against McDaniel.
Yeah, that's a big foul right off the bat. You know, both these teams hang their hat on man-to-man defense, but Cameron basically hooked the player going around the baseline trying to get the dunk on him, and the official was right on the spot. Once again, I know I say this quite a bit, but you have an excellent officiating crew out here tonight out of the 10th and 11th region. These are quality that usually do state finals for the KHSAA, you know, in the Sweet 16. So, you know, not only is it a great game against two great teams, we have great officials, so it should be a good one.
Let's try to give you the Interstate Battery starting lineups here as the action is going. That 3-ball there from Adrian Wilder starting at guard, a junior. Henrik Barjolo, number 12, a 6'11 junior. Elijah Carter, 6'1 freshman, also for Butler. Michael Jones, 6'2 senior. Santana Anderson, a 5'8 junior, is the starting lineup for the Butler Bears. As you saw there, Cameron McDaniels making that first bucket for the J-Town Chargers. But Anderson then, Santana Anderson for the Bears, knocking home a 3-ball as well. So 2 threes.
Well, J-Town's fooled me pretty much. It came out in it's either a light man or it's a matchup. It's a matchup zone, and so far been good to the Butler Bears. They've knocked down 2 big shots by 2 of the big shooters.
Ball knocked away from and finally handled by Westmoreland. So Prince come play, Davon Harrison, as that 3-ball goes up. Rebounded by Complay, kicks it back out. That 3 will not fall. There's a break in the action to let me read through everybody. So Prince Complay, number 00. Davon Harrison, number 1. Demir Clark, number 2. LaRon Westmoreland, number 4. And Cameron McDaniels, number 32. Your starting lineup for the J-Town Chargers. Again, that starting lineup brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Battling down low and getting it up and in. Jones, Michael Jones.
That's definitely a plus for the Butler Bears. They're a much smaller team. They pretty much play 5 guards most of the time.
And a 3 made by McDaniel.
And any kind of an offensive rebound they can get is a plus, and definitely on the defensive board, if they can keep away from second shots, that's a plus also. Once again, it's they're playing man-to-man, but it's a real loose man-to-man, a switching man-to-man by the J-Town Chargers.
And a takeaway going the other way is Harrison. Harrison, though, has it swiped, and Barjolo ends up with it, trying to find his man Jones at the other end. Spin move, up and good.
Came out of nowhere to make that. I thought J-Town was going to pick that pass off, and here came Butler and made a great play, and then a great move to score the basket. Butler's off to a fantastic start, shooting the ball really well.
McDaniel taking that 3 from the top of the key. One and done, though, as Anderson cleans it up. And how McDaniel plays, as you said before, for J-Town could be a little bit of an X factor, right, Coach?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. I mean,
Anderson for another 3.
Not often do you have players of his caliber move into your move into your school at the time he moved in. It's been about 9 games ago he came in and ruled eligible, and he had been at J-Town before and moved out of town.
Run out, but a missed dunk there by Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder would like to have that one back.
Sure would.
I think the excitement, he's a stud player for them, and he's the one that hit the big shot to put him into this game the other night on the 3. I think the excitement got him. Probably would have just liked to kissed it out the glass if he could get it back.
Yeah, he was tapping his chest, telling his teammates, laughing, saying, totally my bad.
Yeah, well, I didn't see anybody else dribbling the ball, so it had to have been.
Yep.
Butler in their man-to-man defense.
Clark with the runner.
Going to be an interesting matchup. Wilder trying to guard Clark. Clark's got a great first step. Not saying Wilder doesn't, but I think he's going to be a challenge. And one thing that can't happen to the Bears is Wilder can't get in foul trouble. J-Town's picking up their man just a little bit, but nice take by
Barjolo.
Yeah, but Barjolo, he did a lot of great things in the last game. A lot of things that didn't really show up on the stat sheets, but he's a very active player. He moves well without the ball, and he can take it to the rim.
So Butler has Santana Anderson smacking the ball, taking it out of bounds in the home white.
J-Town man-to-man on the inbounds. Like I said, they're straight up man now. They early they looked like they were playing some form of an odd matchup, but no more. They're just in their normal man, which is their bread and butter. They play it well most of the time. They're quick, they're long.
Anderson steps back for the 3 and gets it to go.
Yeah, that's a great step back 3. I'll tell you what, this Butler Bear team is ready. They're lighting it up. They've missed 2 shots so far in this first quarter with 2:47 to go, and they've hit 3 threes.
And the ball taken away, but it was knocked out of bounds by Jayon Hansberry, who is new into the ball game here just a few moments ago and made a good defensive play, just couldn't hang on to it.
In a 2-3 set. Good take off the top. Easy point.
Yep, McDaniels again.
Yeah, I would do what I could do to make him not the first option every time he's down the court. I would try to put a little bit more pressure with my best, longest, most talented defensive player and make his life a little tougher. Right now it's too easy.
And we've got a play stoppage, but I'm not sure why. The scoreboard went out. That's why.
It's a clock.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
It was so obvious I missed it.
I bet some of those fans are down there behind the score table that we had running on top of us last night.
Might have been.
Probably tripped over a cord. You never know.
It could have been. Now it's back up. Well, one of them is back up. And, of course, that's not the one that we can see with our score clock. There's the other one.
There you go.
Now we got it back.
I see if Butler can keep it going. J-Town's got to pick up this intensity. That you don't want to get dropped. I mean, they're a spurty team, and there's going to be a lot of spurts and runs, but you don't want to drop down too far.
Wilder for 3 off back iron, couldn't collect, and then a couple of Butler Bears over there couldn't quite corral that rebound, long rebound.
Yeah, right now, Butler just seems to be carrying themselves just a little different than the J-Town group, but you always carry yourself a little different when you're knocking down shots and shooting about 70% so far.
I was going to say, Santana Anderson in particular has been pretty deadly. Can play. In trouble there. Anderson steps in, takes the ball away. Barjolo back to Anderson.
Well, you just can't turn your back in the lane on the defense. That's calling double team, come trap me, and that's exactly what happened, and lost the ball. Need to face up and go north-south. Got to be careful with that east-west stuff, especially in the lane.
Wilder takes it from the elbow. Can't get that to fall. McDaniel cleans up the board.
Yeah, I thought that would be money. That's pretty much his. He likes a little mid-range pull-up.
McDaniel shoots another 3. That one won't fall, but good board there by Westmoreland, then the whistle.
The foul's number 3, Anderson. That's his
Anderson with the foul.
Yeah, Anderson's awful active, does a good job of digging down, almost had the ball back, but
he's got both of the Butler team fouls, though, and will need to come to the bench. So that's a dead-eye heading to the bench.
Yeah, that's not a good
Danico
thing.
Trowell checks in.
Yeah, that's a big loss. You know, the coach has to think a lot about that. I'm not one that thinks 2 fouls and you sit out the whole half. I don't believe in that. I believe in trusting your players, but you also got to know your players in those situations.
McDaniels dumps it down and finds Westmoreland for the bucket.
Yeah, great job. Great job breaking down the defense, and defense slid. No cover down from the backside, and wide open weak side block for an easy layup.
Wilder, and just a little too handsy there by Breon Faulkner.
Yeah, Wilder's quick. He's got a quick step.
Sure does, yep.
Yeah,
he replaces 4.
He just kind of picks and chooses, but he changes speeds extremely well and shoots it extremely well, so that don't hurt. He's hard to guard. You go out and get in his face, he goes by you. You stay back, he knocks him down.
And the ball taken away by Davon Harrison.
Yeah,
but then lost out of bounds.
They done a great job. He just didn't grab it. You know, if somebody just grabbed it, he would have had it.
He would have had it, yep.
Yeah, he just let it slip out of his hands.
Inbounds to Hansberry.
Good defense by J-Town. The Chargers are picking up their defense right now. They're really concentrating on staying front, but they just got blown by, as I said that.
Yeah, Hansberry got it to the rim, just couldn't get it to fall. On the other end, Harrison with the 3. That one won't fall. Ball loose. Finally picked up again by Harrison, and he's fouled.
Great play by Harrison. Just a hustle play. And he knew he had a transition situation where the defense wasn't set, so he created that foul. Get himself to the line, knock down a couple free throws, and only be down by a few right before this quarter ends.
Danico Trowell with the foul.
Harrison, he's shooting 2.
3 team fouls for both. Harrison eyes the first and knocks it home. 11 seconds left in this first quarter. If you're coming in late from work or some such thing and thought, well, you know, they probably won't get started till 7:05 or something like that. I'll only miss part of the first quarter. We started about 4 minutes early, and here we are.
Well, and Harrison at the free throw line is awful smooth. He's 80% from the line, and he looked like it those 2 free throws. There was no doubt about him.
Just 3 seconds. Butler going to have to work to get a shot up, and they do not get a shot away. So at the end of 1, Butler 16, J-Town 13. Stay tuned. Second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back inside J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium as the Butler Bears will have the ball first in this second period. Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Mark Evans, Christian Sanchez bringing you this one tonight between Butler and J-Town.
Dr. Carter, the Bears started off hot. They were 6 out of their first 8, but they moved on and missed their last 4 shots, and that's how J-Town's been able to cut that margin and only down by 3 entering this second quarter.
After that was a fantastic start by the Bears. J-Town just being slow and steady wins the race and have chipped away and chipped away.
Absolutely. Turnovers are the same, only two per team.
That was Davon Harrison with that foul.
Yeah, J-Town 2-3 zone on the inbound. That's not uncommon. Some of these teams run really good inbound plays, and 2-3 zone sometimes the safest way to go. So that's what they're in right now. They're just in a straight 2-3, making sure they put a little ball pressure on.
Michael Jones airmails that. We'll just call it a pass, maybe. No.
Yeah, they're inviting this Butler team to shoot the ball. They're 33% from the three-point line. That's not stellar. It's not bad. It's kind of right on that margin, but it puts them to sleep a little bit and takes them out of the rhythm. It's a good thing for J-Town. So that's why they're putting this zone. They're inviting outside shots.
I'll tell you what, though, Santana Anderson has been deadly all night.
Well, it's good to see that young man back in the game. We talked about that.
Yep.
You got to trust your players, and you can't save them for the next day. I'm a firm believer where that two fouls you set the entire time is not a good thing by coaches. You got to coach a little bit.
McDaniels working inside. Got some contact, but no whistle, and could not get the shot to fall.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long they hang with this. They're back man-to-man now, though. They just stay with that 2-3, other than the inbounds, which is not uncommon. Yeah, they're going man. They're going to pick up a little pressure. This is really, Butler likes to really get out and run, but they're a good enough team. They have 2 paces. They can go fast. They can go slow. They run pretty good sets.
I was going to say, so far in this possession, they have been exceedingly patient. Good passing into the corner. Hansberry.
Yeah. You couldn't ask for
fight
a better.
Down low.
Yeah. Got a tie.
Tie up down low, and possession goes to J-Town.
Uh-huh. Well, that was excellent ball movement by the Bears, but unfortunately the corner shooter didn't knock down the shot.
Yeah, got good movement, but he didn't get a very good shot up.
No, just a little bit out of rhythm. It's the pass was quality. It was up to the shooter that time. Sometimes, you blame the shooter and the pass is bad, and it takes them out of rhythm. They have to jump. They have to move extra far, but not the case. That was a very good pass.
Harrison on the drive. Can't get that to fall. Dodier comes down with it.
Big rebound by Dodier. One shot only for the J-Town Chargers.
That was on your inside look, was it not?
Yes, sir. Sure was. Going to be a big key for this smaller Butler team.
Jones got the shot up on the rim and couldn't get it to fall. Whistle comes on the rebound.
No, that time, it's the size advantage and the length that J-Town has on that play changed his shot a little bit, and that created the missed shot.
So Hansberry whistled for the foul. 1 foul apiece here in the second period.
And Butler likes what they're doing. They got a lead. They're going to just stick with their man-to-man. They're not looking for anything spectacular. They're just steady with a good man-to-man defense.
McDaniel fadeaway. That one, nothing doing. And then a tie-up underneath. This one should be backed for Butler.
I would have to think you could find a little better shot than that little fadeaway right there off the first pass. I like it with him fading away because he's such an awesome rebounder. When he's falling away, he takes himself out of the second shot opportunity that he would get. So that would actually help Butler just a bit that time, I think. He's awful hard to handle. That is McDaniels when he's going to the board. Going to the rim.
That one missed by Anderson. Had the line right, but not quite the range. Kick out. Westmoreland had a Three nearly go all the way in. Then a putback bucket by McDaniel.
Yeah. I like to see McDaniels, away from the ball, not with the ball the time in his possession, because I'll tell you what, he's a force on that weak side boards, and he's hard to keep off. That's almost a scoring machine.
And then Complay comes up with the board. Tie up. This time it will go to the J-Town Chargers in the visiting dark uniforms, charcoal.
Yeah, that's another turnover for the Bears on that one.
McDaniel. Inside, but he fouled. Kind of bailed out there. He sort of lost the handle, but I guess he could have lost the handle because of the hands there. Michael Jones with the foul.
Well, his preference is going over his left shoulder. That was his first move. He was triple teamed on the block, though. There were three players around him. There you go.
See, that's why I love doing the game with observant coaches like you, Coach Evans, and that is, you knew he liked that left shoulder. Oh, that one halfway down and popped back out. Comply down.
Thank you, Dr. Carter.
That was because I could probably watch all day, and our folks probably could watch all day and not know that, and you clued them in right there. Wilder comes over for that mid-range jumper.
Wilder, Fred Anderson.
Yeah, he was due. He's missed a couple of his automatic shots.
McDaniel inside, misses that first. Stick back wouldn't go either. Jones trying to keep it alive, but Complay comes down with it. McDaniel fouled.
Yeah, he's a load. He's very difficult to guard, especially when he's this assertive.
Right.
I like to see him. For J-Town's standpoint, I like to see him this assertive. I think he does you a favor when he fades out and he takes a lot of jump shots. Even though he's a great outside shooter, I just think he really puts so much pressure on the other team when he's attacking like he is right now.
Inside working there was Clark. He couldn't get the shot to fall. Complay hits the three.
Yeah, Butler's Coach Gear is not happy. That's the second time down the court they've given up multiple shots. That's also in our inside looks. That will change this game immediately if Butler don't do a better job getting bodies on people right now.
Well, with the timeout on the floor, we will take a timeout as well. A 3-point lead for the Butler Bears. Come on back, more second quarter on Glycod.
The one way a good person goes to prison is to hurt or kill someone while driving drunk. Why would you throw your life away? John and I are asking you, please don't drink and drive.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back to live action out of the timeout. 21-18. And, Coach, we were talking on air. Well, let's first see if that goes. It does not. Is that the foul's beginning to pile up a little bit for the Bears. Complay. He'll shoot the three. That one would not fall. Is there any worry about maybe a little bit of a shallower bench with Butler that coming into play late?
Well, depth's always important, but the key is who's getting the fouls. Dr. Carter, if it's your top players and they're getting the fouls, my gosh, it matters a bunch, The other side of it, though, is they're one foul away from J-Town going to the bonus, that double shot. But that's only as good as J-Town can shoot free throws. They're shooting a 65 for the year. They knock down a bunch of free throws because J-Town's got that fifth foul that's to their benefit. If they miss them, then it really goes like void.
Yeah, just cancels it out, huh?
Absolutely.
Anderson kicks. Wilder, double team comes. That leaves Barjolo open. He can't get the jump shot to go. Good offensive board, though.
Yeah, the thing about it is, though, Todd, is J-Town Butler shooting a lot of deeper shots. Deep shots are deep balls. They bet the deep rebounds. So, you shoot far out, the ball's going to bounce farther out, and they have a tendency or an opportunity as guard to gap and get those rebounds.
To McDaniels, and then down in the corner. Shot will not fall, though, for Harrison, but on the putback, we've got a bucket and a foul.
Being go by Westmoreland is good.
Yeah. So Westmoreland with the bucket.
That's his first team fifth. At the line, Westmoreland, he's shooting one.
So the chance to tie the ball game here.
Well, right now, everything's going Jeffersontown's way, and the reason for that is they are the aggressor. They are attacking. Butler softened up a little bit. They softened up on the defensive end. They softened up on the rebounding side of it, and they're not making outside shots. So, they're going to have to get the ball moving, get some good execution, and get themselves to the line, to the free throw line, or at least start knocking down shots. J-Town's taking over right now. I know there's still just a tie ball game, but the cards aren't good for Butler right this second. Now, of course, the game's a run. Let's see what happens.
Drive by Anderson, fouled by Complay.
Well, that's to my point, though. Dr. Carter, looking to drive, gets J-Town reaching. So now Butler's being the aggressor and attacking, making J-Town play defense. Settling for a bunch of jump shots, if you're not making them, can get you in trouble. But people live by the streak now, so you never know.
Barjolo kicks. Carter can't get it to fall. Gets his own board. Nope. Ends up getting it over to Barjolo. Wilder. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, really important for Butler is they can't forget who the best shooter on their team is. And every time down the court when they need a shot, they need to think about him. If he's open, let him see the ball at least once, and he might help him out a little bit.
McDaniels, nice entry pass, too, by Harrison to get it to him.
Yeah, you just got to have a body on McDaniels. He's too much of a force. If he gets the ball down there, you might as well forget it. He's going to score.
Whistle comes, ball on the rim, but it would not fall.
The foul is number 32, McDaniels. That's his second.
McDaniel with the foul.
And the line for Butler, Barjolo.
And Barjolo will get to go to the line.
Well, more importantly than the two free throws he's going to get is a foul, and the guy got the foul on.
Right. Second on McDaniel. Barjolo, 71% free throw shooter, but that one a little offline, a little tight there maybe, Coach.
Absolutely.
A little pressure possibly.
Well, he's missed a couple outside shots, and it's in his head. He needs to get it out of his head and play defense. And
nice, good rhythm. I've learned that from you, too. Good rhythm.
Absolutely. Shooting's about rhythm. You can see the bounce. Take too much time, they usually miss them.
So 1 of 2.
Let's see if J-Town continues to stay in their attack mode. So spread it out here. It's the last shot of the second quarter here for the half. We're going to work it down to about 8 seconds. I always like to go a little earlier in case I make a mistake. We're going to work it down. Tell you what, though, McDaniels is playing with fire by pushing back and forth a little bit.
Go by Clark.
Clark gets the bucket, and then we've got a timeout taken. Timeout taken by the Butler Bears, I do believe. So we will take a quick timeout as well. Nope, by J-Town. But we'll be back with more here in just a moment on Glycott.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Back just in time to get that inbounds pass. They put a couple seconds on the clock, and the three-quarter court bomb would not fall, so we are at the half with the J-Town Chargers leading the Butler Bears 25-24 in this 6th region championship ball game. We are going to step aside, and we will be back. We'll have you the stats and the rest of the halftime show coming up here on Glycott.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Back here at J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium on the campus of Valley High School for 6th Region championship ball game tonight for the boys. And Coach, this first half was just about what we expected as far as a little bit of runs back and forth, scoring. These teams know each other and battling it hard. So that was a little bit of what we expected, was it not?
Oh, definitely so. We knew it was an even slate across the board statistically. J-Town came out and honestly, Butler came out and shot the ball extremely well in the first couple minutes.
Yep.
And they kind of tooth and nail tried to hang on to the very end and ended up being down one here at half. But the bottom line, J-Town started attacking. They became the aggressor.
Yeah.
If you noticed out there, they're number 32 for them. Really, Cameron McDaniels really started to assert himself, and he started playing without the basketball and going to the board. Gave him 9 offensive rebounds, so everything switched over. Going into half right now, J-Town, I feel better about J-Town than I do about Butler, because J-Town is they are the aggressor, and they're winning that battle that they need to win. And right now, rebounding-wise, J-Town's beating Butler by 9 on the board. We know Butler's a smaller team, but they usually find a way to battle. And right now, they're going to have to pick it up this second half if they want to come away with a win tonight.
All right, well, speaking of those statistics, we'll be right back with those. First, I want to tell you that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway, 502-968-5657. That's 502-968-5657. Back with more halftime here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If a drunk driver hurts or kills someone, the bar or restaurant that overserved that person is jointly responsible. I'm attorney John D. Camillus, and Rob and I hold restaurants and bars accountable. Let me speak directly to bar managers and bartenders. Be a frontline hero. Have the courage to cut someone off. If you've been in an accident with a drunk driver, call us. Our reputation is our trademark.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Tonight's halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And for those team stats, let's turn it back over to Mark Evans.
Okay, for the Chargers, 10 of 25, 40% from the field. 2 of 11 from the three-point line, Little Cool at 18%. 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75%. They have 20 rebounds. They're hurting the Bears on the boards. They only have 8 turnovers and they have 3 assists, but they have 9 offensive rebounds, which is a big one. For the Butler Bears, 9 of 24 for 38%, 5 of 13 for 39%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. They only have 11 rebounds. They have 5 assists and only 5 turnovers. And now we're back to the action.
And back to the action is right. We've got Davon Harrison,
that's his third, team's first assist,
who gets the bucket and the foul. Harrison, who had 2 points in that first half, managed to.
Well, before Cameron McDonald came back, the ball was always in Davon Harrison's hands, and he's a very good player. You know, they have a mixed role now. Both of them have the ball in their hands a lot, and both of them are really strong players.
Also scoring for the Chargers, Cameron McDaniels led the way with 11. Westmoreland had 5. As Westmoreland just cleaning that ball up there. 4 from Damari Clark. Complay had 3 in that first half. McDaniels, long 3. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's at a different level tonight. You could tell. He's prepped and ready for this matchup. And as we talked about before, he is a wild card. He is a difference maker. And, you know, last time these two teams played, Butler with a pretty easy win overall, and not so much tonight.
Wilder with the first shot. That would go, but the stick back does. And Jones with the bucket, and a timeout on the floor taken by Coach Gary of the Butler Bears. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more third quarter here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Back to live action here from J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, Valley High School. 5-point lead has been built, and then ball taken away there. 5-point lead built by J-Town. Nice run out and fast and furious action underneath. Elijah Carter ends up being fouled.
They fouls number 2, Clark.
Yeah, that was
first.
You know, first of all, the quick timeout by Coach Gary was just a reminder. You know, I know they scored and they hustled and they did great, but his concern is the defensive end of the court and boxing out and getting this J-Town Charger team off the boards. You know, it doesn't matter what they do on this offensive end if they can't stop them on the defensive end. So that's what his concern was. And it must have been a wake-up call. You've had 2 turnovers created, and Butler's back pushing the ball, you know, pushing it up and getting to the boards and got some scores.
So 2 free throws made there by Elijah Carter. My mistake, sorry.
Let's see what they do differently defensively. Still in man. Let's look at the matchups. You got Jones on McDaniels.
Complay for 3, won't go. Anderson to bring it across.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick shot by Complaye. I mean, he's a good player. He's a streaky shooter, but, the way they were moving the ball and working the ball inside, I think I would have tried to stick with that myself.
Anderson with a little hesitation, and Damari Clark with the foul.
Number 2, Clark. That's his second, team second.
Well, Mari's got great quickness, but so does
Anderson. Yeah.
So does Anderson. Yeah, Anderson got him on the baseline with the first step that time. Thank you, Dr. Carter. I lost my thought for a moment.
Might have something to do with 12 games in 9 days or something like that. I don't know how many, but a lot.
It was a lot.
At the other end, Harrison gets it to go.
Go by Harrison.
Fantastic run out there.
Yeah, absolutely. All the attention by the Bears was trying to get offensive rebounds and then have anybody rotated back, so they gave up an easy layup, no transition defense.
Anderson finds Wilder, gets a little screen, shot from the elbow. That's his shot. Just couldn't get it to go. Jones nearly had it, but it popped out. And back the other way, Harrison. That one won't fall. Whistle comes on the rebound.
Yeah,
pushed by Complaye, I believe, by the body language.
If that one when it went down, these Charger fans would have been jumping in the stands. They're definitely right on that edge of a little bit of a run here, I believe. But Butler's going to fight back. There's no give up in Butler. Running their set. Good patience. Came up with a little bit of a stagger screen, but really didn't come to fruition. Then reset. Just running a little motion offense.
Barjolo with the fake there. Kick to the opposite side. Santana, nice putback there.
Go by Carter.
Yeah,
Carter on that.
Well, that's 3 times in a row that these Bears have hit the offensive boards and got something out of it. They got a different energy down on that end. Let's see what they can do on this defensive end.
3 ball won't fall. Carter cleans it up to Wilder. Wilder leaves for Anderson.
Great move.
Good defense there.
Great move.
How did he get that ball up on the rim? And a putback by Carter. 1 point game.
Wow.
And then on the other end.
Great transition out of that.
Absolutely.
Came out of there quick off that made shot by the Bears. Everybody was underneath the basket after 3 tips for the score, and you make a shot like that, you're excited, but they didn't have time to be. It was scoring at the other end. Great break.
So the 1 point game turns back to a 3 point game. Jones trying to tie it ball game. Can't get it to go, and McDaniels gets the board. He's just going to take it to the other end. Poked away. No foul.
Yeah, right now they're daring Butler shoot the ball from the outside. They're picking and choosing. They're smart, J-10 is. They're really trying to get out on the shooters and trying to allow the not-so-good shooters or the not higher percentage shooters to catch and shoot. And they're drinking the Kool-Aid, and they're doing it, and right now they're missing these shots. They need to go down, but they need to hang in their game plans.
That was the second team foul on Butler, but of course in the act of shooting. So McDaniels, 68% free throw shooter, knocks home the first.
As we've said more and more and more, he's definitely a difference maker. He can play. Excellent size, quickness, handles the ball well, both hands.
Had 11 at the break, but with that make, is now sitting on 16, so 5 points in this third quarter.
We got a 5 point game here, 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Butler needs to answer here.
Trowell with the runner, couldn't get it to fall. McDaniels cleans it up.
Butler getting back, trying to pick up. A little bit better job of their transition defense. They turned him, and that's his 3rd foul.
That is his 3rd foul. That could be big.
Number 32, McDaniels, that's his 3rd, team 4th.
So team 4th. So on the next common foul, with 2:56 left in the third. A chance for Butler maybe to get to chip into this. But as you said, that's big to see how both McDaniels as an individual and J-Town as a team play as he's picked that up.
Absolutely. Coach looked
go right at him.
Coach,
yep.
That's how you do it. Coach looked at him and he said, "No, don't take me out, Coach." And Coach honored his deal there. He's a senior. You know, he's played at Huntington Prep. He's played against some of the best players in the nation. He's one of the better players.
That one wouldn't fall from Harrison.
But the one thing it will do for the Bears, Dr. Carter, is he's not going to defend, and they know that.
Yep. On the miss, though, Jones ends up being whistled for that.
Jones, that's his third.
But that's twice, Coach. They have pushed the ball and gone at him and tried to draw that fourth foul.
That's a smart veteran team, and that's a smart coaching staff. They're going to say, if you're going to keep him in, that's fine, but we're going to go at him.
Jayon Hansberry checking in the ball game.
That's a costly foul, though, for these for the Butler Bears. Though Michael Jones is a 13-point scorer and a good all-around player.
Yep, and now with 3 on Jones, how does that change what Butler looks like? Particularly
not nearly as much as it does the impact that McDaniels has.
Gotcha. McDaniels drives, gets it up on the rim, couldn't get it to fall. Nice stick back there. And that was Westmoreland on that.
Yeah, the ability, they have to stay in front of him some way. Once again, I'm going to be the broken record. Best way to take him out of the game is try to do everything you can to keep him catching the ball. Once he catches the ball, he gets downhill so fast, he forces the defense to rotate, and a lot of times that gives up second shots even if he misses it.
And a whistle comes, and that may be number 4.
Number 32,
nope. Yep, it is his 4th.
This is
fantastic play there from Trowell to attack number 32.
That's a great game changer. Just a great job by these Butler Bears. You know, if he has to sit down, this game changes a great deal.
Checking back in the game for Butler, number 2, Godier. And checking for J-Town, number 5, Glenn.
Butler Bears still needs to concentrate and make their free throws. They haven't had many.
Trowell, a 72% free throw shooter, missed on the first, missed on both.
And a bad miss.
Harrison with it. Across timeline. He just had this look about him like he really wanted to turn and try to attack the basket, and it just was never there. Good defense. There he gets in and gets into traffic there, draws contact.
Well, you got to realize, Todd, most of the season, they did not have Cameron McDaniels. They had Devon Harrison running the show, and now he's back in that position. So it's not a unique or an odd situation for these Chargers.
Right.
This is how they play most of the season against quality schedules and won ball games. You know, like we talked, McDaniels is just icing on the cake for him. But they're a very strong team even without him on the court. But it does change the game quite a bit if Butler can take advantage of it here. Ooh.
Harrison. Guarded hard there by Hansberry, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Kind of thought that may have been push off by Harrison.
Clark trapped. Ball loose into the backcourt, tracked down by Clark.
Yeah, you know, you see the Bears can take more chances now.
There.
Yeah. Their energy's picked up because they don't have to do anything. They don't have to worry about that big body inside anymore. Yep. Now they can play their game, which is guard on guard, and they're a 5-guard team. So we'll see what can happen here. It's gonna test the ball handling of the Chargers right now, but they're very good at it. I mean, they have good guards too.
As the third quarter begins to tick to a close.
I'd say they go first available shot. They don't care about holding the ball.
Harrison ends up getting it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound basket. Oh, gotten away. Westmoreland. And now knocked out of bounds.
What wild action we just had. Absolutely wild.
So held ball, possession, J-Town.
Gives them the opportunity for a quick shot on the inbounds play. Look for a three off of a screen in the corner. Look for them rolling to the corner for a catch and shoot.
4.4 ticks left, and then a timeout taken by J-Town. So we will take a brief. No, we're going to keep it here, actually, with just 4.4 seconds.
Well, that was a very.
We don't want to miss anything.
Well, that was a very interesting timeout by Coach. Up 5, 4.4 to go in the quarter. You know, he must have a great play up his sleeve because, you know, you never know in these close games, burning timeouts.
Yep.
But I don't blame him. I mean, you know, he's coach. He knows the situation. He knows what he wants. Most time, though, you don't see that timeout called.
4.4 seconds left here. And that situation was a tie-up. So on the next held ball, it will be Butler ball, or their ball out of the out, and just going to take a three straight away. Westmoreland buries the three to end the third quarter. So at the end of three, J-Town 42, Butler 32. We'll have the fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back at J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, 42-34 our score after that big three-pointer to close out the third quarter of action. Butler had chipped away and made a little bit of a run, and then here came J-Town. Nice attack there by Anderson, though.
Yeah, their eraser is out of the game, and that's McDaniel. So you'll see Butler gapping and attacking the rim here this half. Right now, they're just not knocking down threes like they normally do. You haven't heard of Wilder for quite some time.
Nope, we have not called his name very much here in this second half, particularly.
You know, and they're back to Coach Duncan and that timeout call. You know, like I said, most time you don't see that call. They just save those timeouts, but he must have felt something gut-wise or knew something because going in up 8 versus up 5 is pretty impressive there.
Jones attacks. Couldn't get it to fall, though. One shot and done for Butler.
Mm-hmm. They've been doing a good job hitting those boards, hitting those offensive boards. That time they just missed on it. Now you got basically guard 5 guards against 5 guards playing pretty much.
Can play. Step back.
Well, Todd, that was Complay we saw over in Indiana. He was really a streaky good shooter, and the last game we watched him play, he didn't shoot as much as he has in the past. And but tonight, that was a big shot for him. Nice little pull-up.
Oh, down low. Bucket there by Carter.
Somebody got lost on that one. Little backdoor cut and a little lob play called most likely from the bench. running basically just a motion set. Just going to pass, cut, screen, pop to the top.
And the ball popped out of the hands of Comply, going the other way. Barjolo gets it to fall.
May just wait on that one, huh? Like to see the look last and right in on the layup other than the roll around the rim 3 times.
And then the ball nearly is lost. Out to Barjolo again, working against Comply. Gets it up high off the glass, scores, and the foul.
Here they come rolling back.
The goal by Barjolo is good.
And you see Coach Duncan's not going to save him for anything. He's going to put him in, roll the dice with 6 minutes to go.
So Cameron McDaniels comes back in.
Yeah, Coach Duncan does a good job. I mean, I think I like his style, and he coaches with his gut. Too many times these coaches get caught in ruts or they're in boxes, I think, and they watch it on TV and they pull people with 2 fouls and this and that. I don't think you see Coach Duncan doing anything like that, because most of the time they'll hold their stars till, say, 4 minutes to go.
Right.
Not Coach Duncan.
Well, this run by Butler cuts it to 1. So
absolutely.
It's time. Got to let the big dog back in there.
Yeah, I'm going to put him in. There's a mismatch inside, and they know it. We're going to give him the ball, double.
Jones, and then the reach in. So double team, and Jones actually on the foul. No, it wasn't on the reach in. It was It was Jones more on the push with the lower body.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the double team instead of trying to close out a trap on him. I really think they should have got it, faced him, and kept the ball out of his hands. That's a push-off, but anyway, they missed it.
And the stick back goes.
Well, I have to say one thing about McDaniels. He plays with zero fear, because that one could have went either way. He actually shoved the defender out of the way and scored the basket.
Jones taking inside. Oh, my goodness. Erased there by Westmoreland.
Oh, Westmoreland stepping up here.
It sure
is. Hit that big 3 for that inbound. And
check this out on the replay.
Became the eraser that time.
Yep. But still a 1-possession game with 5 minutes left.
Double screen for the 3.
Wilder for 3, off long. Comply down with the board.
Wilder's got to find his shooting touch if they're going to win this basketball game.
Great block. And that one blocked away.
Yeah, Wilder's got to find his touch. No doubt about it. They need that 3. They really do.
That was Dodier on that block.
Fantastic.
Great camera work by Christian Sanchez, too, to see it. And McDaniels making that look easy.
Well, that was a gift to McDaniels. He loves going over his left shoulder and right to the basket with his right hand. They played his low side and gave him the shot. I mean, that was a gift.
Anderson thought about it. Take it inside instead. Another block. And this one saved. Fantastic work there.
By Westmoreland once again.
LaRon Westmoreland with a couple of blocks and as many trips down the floor.
Yeah, Butler probably needs a little bit of ball movement, a little bit of side-to-side reversal to spread the defense out for J-Town, and then attack. Right now they're attacking the stand and looking at your defense. Not very productive.
And Barjolo with the foul, but that was on a three-point play. A three-point shot, I should say. And so McDaniel gets 3 attempts here, making the first.
Well, we're definitely in the danger zone for this Butler Bear team right now, especially if McDaniels can hang in the game and Westmoreland keeps erasing shots. They need something to fall from the outside, but they need some ball movement. They need some ball reversal, I'd like to see from Butler. I think they can get a little bit better look.
Cameron McDaniels making all 3 of those, so a 3-point play. Instead of 1 shot, it was 3, but stretches it out. Now an 8-point lead for J-Town.
2 tough possessions for Butler.
Jones working against Complay, draws the foul.
He fouls a double zero time play. That's his fifth. Taking the game for J-Town, number 1, Harrison. He replaces a double zero time play.
Well, Butler's got to knock these down. 3 shots with no clock moving is a great thing for Butler right this second.
Yep, sure is.
Jones in line shooting 2.
Be interesting to see if Butler picks up an inch out full court pressure here. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Nope, no, stay in man-to-man. They'll play close to the vest with 4 minutes to go. Spreading them out. Going to post up, posting up McDaniels. Mismatch.
The runner won't fall. Battle underneath. Lost out of bounds.
Break for the Bears that time. Actually, I thought that they were going to lob it up that time for McDaniels because the defense all collapsed on the drive. McDaniels was wide open on weak side block for an opportunity for actually a dunk. Big possession, understatement.
Yep.
Shooter on top, off the screen.
Anderson.
Missed badly.
Couldn't get that one.
Yeah, they need to remember who the shooter is.
Yeah, Wilder has not had
a lot of opportunities. No,
right.
No, and now's the time.
And a fantastic drive there by Harrison.
Yeah. Harrison, I loved Harrison watching him play the last couple times I've seen him play. He's a ball player. He's a great guard. It's going to be hard to come back against him.
Jones loses the handle.
Taking the game for Butler, number 11, Hansberry. He replaces 24, Wilder.
Well, now you see the 2-2-1 press. I thought we might see it a little bit earlier. Like I said, good guards are hard to deal with, especially when you got size that can handle the ball like McDaniels, honestly. They're going to throw over top of it. There's a trap in the corner. There's a rotation. Just missed it.
Clark, and then couldn't connect on the hoop, and then we've got a timeout. Yeah. Timeout taken by Coach Duncan of J-Town. So we will take a timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter here on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Back at J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium on the campus of Valley High School, Dr. Todd Carter and Coach Mark Evans calling the game. Christian Sanchez running our camera. Coach, put yourself in the particularly the Butler huddle here, down 8. What sorts of things are you trying to tell your guys?
Well, the first thing you tell them is we have to have stops right here. You got to stay in front of the ball handler at all costs. And then when the shot goes up, you got to box out. You can't give up second shots. There's no way. And then push the ball, reverse the ball once or twice and attack, or attack right off the pass. What Coach Duncan did, and reason he called that timeout was they're up 8. They got this lead, and they're throwing alley-oops off the break, and I don't think he wanted to see that. The clock is their friend big time. Right now, J-Town's going to have to chase and foul.
And that's exactly, they're trying to chase, trying to come for the double team, but lots of
Too much time.
Precious and valuable time.
Too much time.
Henrik Barjolo commits the foul.
Yeah, a little bit of uncertainty there. If you're going to go out there, you might want to quick trap and look for shooting gaps, and if you don't get that trap, you got a foul.
That's only the third team foul with 2:08. So
and that's my point.
Yeah,
you're still 2 away.
Yep.
It's a different game now with the new rule. Soon it won't be a new rule. Really, we should stop saying that probably. But to me, it's a bad rule.
And McDaniels couldn't get that one to go and finally lost out of bounds. It will go the way of Butler.
Well, Butler got their first stop we were talking about.
Yep, they needed one badly.
Now they need to remember who the shooters are, and because with the dead ball situation, they're going to have to run a set right here.
Yep.
It needs to be a good quick set.
Yeah, cannot use too much time.
Well, Water's not even in the ball game, so they're looking at probably a pressing team or something.
Westmoreland is first.
So that against Westmoreland.
Yeah, that's interesting though. You have your leading scorer is not in the game right now. But he's had a tough day without a doubt.
Yeah, sure has. Yep.
But they got to the line, got the clock stopped.
Jan Hansberry to see if he can begin to decrease this lead, but unfortunately can't get that to go.
No, you had it made. You had the clock stopped. Minute 46 to go. You had the opportunity to cut it down a little bit and cut it to 6 and miss free throws.
Got 1 of 2 there.
1 of 2 won't do it. You're going to have to make them all now. 2-1-2 press, 2-2-1 press actually. Looking for the trap to the corner. Perfect break.
Absolutely. And a good follow there by Clark.
Yeah, perfect break. And Butler fell asleep in the backside.
Hansberry catches it, and then a timeout by the Butler Bears. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Come on back. We'll wrap up the fourth quarter here for you in this 6th Region Championship upcoming on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
As we return to the campus of Valley High School, J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, a 9-point lead built by J-Town, and they're starting to feel it a bit here.
Well, the problem is it's not like they have weak guards. They have extremely good guards.
Yep, fantastic.
And, they've had very few turnovers tonight, either team. Both of them are run by guards. So, it's hard to expect to get a run on turnovers right here. So it's looking very bleak for the Butler Bears, to be quite honest.
This for the right to play the 7th Region champion. We had last night on Glycod. Wilder could not get that one to go. Had a decent look. And then McDaniels on the other end slams it home. McDaniels with the exclamation point.
He thought about fouling, but he decided he'd rather
stay
be on the court and see the end.
Yep. And another timeout taken. No, a foul. Anderson. And I should explain that it wasn't that I wasn't trying to watch the action, folks. We had the whole section in front of us stand up, so it made a little tough to see that was a foul instead of anything else.
Staying in 2-2-1
trap comes.
Called a timeout.
Timeout is taken. We will actually keep it here. Timeout taken this time by J-Town. That gives me the opportunity to remind you that for all the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support. Well, I was trying to say there before the big just a few moments ago, this was a chance to play the winner of last night's game, St. X.
St. X, yeah.
In the Sweet 16. So looking like it's going to be J-Town.
I don't think that's a chance everybody wants to have right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. St. X is playing awful well right now.
We should show you that last run out and dunk again. We have the opportunity here. Briefly.
Please, no one will be allowed on the floor after the game. We have a trophy presentation. No one is allowed on the floor after the game.
All right, so 41.2 seconds remaining here.
No, you're okay.
Ball inbounds and quickly foul coming. Davion Glenn foul. And that is Santana Anderson's fifth. He started out hot, had 4 3-pointers in the first half, and went to the break with 12 points, only had 2 in the second. So Anderson DQ'd with 14.
Well, sometimes hitting all those shots early gives you a false sense of comfort. And, it went long after that the script really switched, and J-Town became the aggressor. It took them a while to catch up, but they were the aggressor, and then there for a while, a couple times, Butler fought back, but really once J-Town established themselves attacking the basket, in particular Cameron McDaniel, it was Butler on their heels the whole entire night. The J-Town team won in the trenches, you might say.
So Wilder connects, and then Butler takes a timeout.
Timeout. Taking back to the game for J-Town, number 5, Glenn.
All right, so 58-49. Just under 32 ticks left for the J-Town Chargers to be the champions here in this 6th region.
Well, it's a tribute to Coach Duncan. I mean, he's had different teams over the last 5 years, and Evangel had a great team with great guards last year and got out and, made a little bit of a splash in the KHSA Sweet 16. But up until then, it's pretty much been the Chargers and Coach Duncan the last several years. So they're back where they're comfortable. And I'll tell you what, they're a dangerous team, especially with the addition of Cameron McDaniels.
Absolutely. So Demir Clark, my fault. Demir Clark to inbounds.
Turnover.
Harrison, a turnover. Trying to get the ball up on the rim and finally through for the Bears. That was Barjolo with that.
Give Butler credit. There's no give up in them.
Nope.
They steal the ball, they score on the turnover, and they've created the timeout, forced the timeout, trying to get the ball in. But
yep, that's the last timeout by J-Town.
Yeah, that small lineup just didn't have enough to rebound with the J-Town Chargers tonight. I think when we see the final stats, I think that's going to stick out in our faces.
Yeah, I think it will. You're right.
I think we're going to see the difference makers.
So 58-51, our score here. The J-Town Chargers, with just a few ticks left, barring something pretty crazy, will emerge victorious in this one. Again,
Yeah, Dr. Carter, I don't know too many 7-point plays in 18 seconds.
That's right. I don't either.
I've seen some unbelievable comebacks. I've seen 5 points maybe in 11 or less. I've seen a little bit more than that, but boy, that's a tall order once again with good guards.
And Clark.
He's going to run it out.
Gets it across.
And Butler's not going to give in, though. They're going to continue to foul and put him at the line.
Harrison.
That's his third.
Harrison took possession and was immediately fouled.
Well, you get a miss on the second free throw here, and Butler can go down and hit a three and turn them over and hit a three and get fouled. You got an even ball game.
There you
go. You got 11 seconds to do all that. I just said it could happen. I used to think that way.
Yep.
But it usually didn't come out the way I thought it might. But when you're a coach, you're always trying to figure those angles. How could this possibly happen?
That makes it 60.
Now it makes it a 9. And now I don't have that 9-point play.
No 9-point plays.
No, I don't have any thoughts on that one.
As McDaniels dribbles it out. And the final for the 6th Region Championship, the J-Town Chargers are victorious, defeating the Butler Bears 60-51. And as they celebrate, let's go ahead and step aside, and we will have the postgame show coming up for you here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
60-51 our final here from J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, as the 6th region champion is the J-Town Chargers. They will face the St. X Tigers on Wednesday, March 26th at 1:30 p.m. at Rupp Arena. So that's the 6th and 7th region going up against each other on March 26th. We are efforting to get Coach Duncan up to talk with us yet this evening, so we hope to have that for you. And we, of course, will have the stats and the rest of the German-American Bank final statistics, including and our most outstanding players upcoming. So let's go ahead and step aside. We'll be back with our final stats and more here on the postgame show from Valley High School on Glycod.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
It's time for our final statistics. Tonight's final stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit Check Card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. German American Bank. And for the team statistics, let's turn it back over to Coach Mark Evans. And Coach, team stats.
Okay, we're going to flip-flop at this time. We're going to start with the home team, the Butler Bears.
Sounds good.
Ended up a little short on the scoreboard tonight, and that's why we're going to do it that way. As far as from the field, they were 19 of 54 for 35%, pretty much well under their normal shooting percentage. They just didn't have a good night shooting the ball. Part credit goes to the Jeffersontown Chargers. They were 6 of 18 from the three-point line, 33%. Once again, that they struggled just a little bit from what they're used to. And they were 7 of 11 for 64% from the free throw line. They ended up with 26 turnovers. 26 turnovers, my bad. They ended up with 26 total rebounds. They ended up with 6 assists and 7 turnovers, and that was pretty much their night tonight as far as that goes. If you look at the J-Town Chargers, and the stat that will step out that we've talked about all night is the boards. They were 22 of 51 from the field for 43%. They were 4 of 18 from the three-point line for 22%. They were 12 of 14 from the free throw line for 86%, which really helped them out. But the big stats were they only had 12 turnovers. They had 6 assists, but they had 40 total rebounds, 14 of those being offensive rebounds. Those are the things that stood out. Points off turnovers, Butler won that by 8. Free throw points, Jeffersontown won that by 5. Everything else was pretty much standard. So, once J-Town got over the hot start by the Butler Bears, really J-Town became the aggressor, and the entire night Butler became on their heel from the second, the third, and the fourth quarter with the J-Town Chargers winning every single quarter after the original.
Well, let's go over the individual scoring quickly for both teams. First, in the loss, the Butler Bears. The Butler Bears led by Santana Anderson and his 14 points, including 12 points on 4 made threes. 10 apiece from Michael Jones and Adrian Wilder. 8 apiece from Elijah Carter and Henrik Barjolo. 1 point from Jayon Hansberry wraps up the scoring for the Bears. For the J-Town Chargers, they were led by Cameron McDaniels and his 25 points and 10 boards. So another double-double there, Coach. Laren Westmoreland had 12. He also had a double-double as he ended up with 11 total rebounds. 11 points from Davion Harrison, 6 from Demir Clark, and Prince Complaye with 5 points and 1 from Davion Glenn. I'm sorry, I almost forgot that one, and I didn't mean to do that to Mr. Glenn. So 1 point on a made free throw there. Well, let's go ahead and unless you have something else you're thinking about, what stands out on the stat sheet, I guess, is what I should ask you, Coach. Besides what you've already commented on, now that you've had a chance to look a little bit.
Well, I think the shot changers played a big part in this game. Butler missed a lot of straight line drives to the basket and to the rim that they typically make. You have to give LaRon Westmoreland and you have to give Cameron McDaniels credit for that. They were shot changers. They didn't have to block them. They were just present. I think that was a big piece to this game. J-Town's a real deal, especially with the addition of Cameron McDaniels. Once again, he played for J-Town, before he left, so he knows his kids. Right. He's part of this team. He's part of that community. So, that was, of course, you have 2 of your studs get double-doubles. Your special guard that plays so well, Devon Harrison, played so well, but they just had a whole supporting cast. When it gets to the Butler Bears, after that good quick start, they just, I think their size hurt them and the lack of the body size to be able to keep keep these J-Town Chargers off the boards. It just went a little south, and if you're not making shots, everything goes a little tougher. And for Butler, they needed to make those outside shots. It just didn't happen for them tonight. And, they're a great team. They had a great season, and you hate to watch any of them not move on. But the best team tonight won, and that's the J-Town Chargers.
All right. Well, we are still expecting at some point here during this postgame show that we will get to talk to Coach Duncan of the J-Town Chargers. So let's go ahead and take another quick break here from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors, and we will come back with most outstanding players for both teams. Plan to show you just what little bit of a schedule we have left, and hopefully Coach will come up between now and then, and we may even hold it just a few extra minutes to make sure we can try, at least attempt to get him on before we sign off tonight from Valley High School. So let's take another quick break, and we will be back with more of the postgame show here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
If a drunk driver hurts or kills someone, the bar or restaurant that overserved that person is jointly responsible. I'm attorney John D. Camillus, and Rob and I hold restaurants and bars accountable. Let me speak directly to bar managers and bartenders. Be a frontline hero. Have the courage to cut someone off. If you've been in an accident with a drunk driver, call us. Our reputation is our trademark.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
At J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium here as we are wrapping up our post-game show. Congratulations to the Jeffersontown Chargers, the 2025 6th Region Champions. It's also a good time to tell you that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway, 502-968-5657. And with Coach Mark Evans back beside me, it's time to award tonight's most outstanding players. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So first up, let's go with the Butler Bears. And who do you have for them in this loss, Coach?
Okay, Dr. Carter. I have a number 3, Santana Anderson. Santana had a very good night. He's a floor leader. He was 4 of 6 from the three-point line. Ended up with 14 points. He had 3 total rebounds, a couple of assists. But he's our player for the Butler Bears tonight.
All right. So the Butler Bears, Santana Anderson. Now, let's go ahead and look at the J-Town Chargers.
Yeah.
Not much doubt about this one, was there?
Yeah, there's not much doubt about this one. He had a great supporting cast, so,
Yep, sure did.
Davon Harrison's a great player. LaRon Westmoreland really made his presence known, blocking shots and getting touches on balls under the rim. Really made the rim tough for the Butler Bears. But overall, without a doubt, I mean, he was at a different level tonight. I mean, we watched him play the other night, played a good ball game, but tonight he was really, really tough. Number 32, Cameron McDaniels, 9 of 21 from the field. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 25 points. He had 4 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds for 10 boards. He had an assist. He got a little foul issues, but was smart enough to stay in the game. Coach kept him in, took him out for a brief amount of time, and Butler came back, cut it to 1, put him back in the game, and it went right back toward J-Town's way, and he was able to finish out and do a well of a job tonight. He's definitely a presence, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and he, it's just so impressive, the body style and how he is able to dominate, but he still is quick and is seems to be able to attack the basket when he needs to attack the basket, etc. So does a fantastic job, does Cameron McDaniels.
Well, he's extremely agile. He handles the ball. He handles the ball really, really well for a 6'7" young man. A little loose with it sometimes, but he'll take care of that in time. And
sure.
And as he works on his ball handling, but to be able to be, he's.
My goodness, don't know what's going on there, but they scared me to death, though. I will say that.
They found what feedback was. But back on Cameron.
Sure, please.
McDaniels, I mean, what he can do. He can knock down the deep three. He's got great range. He can put it on the floor, score with there. He will post you up. Mismatches. A lot of times they try to play guards on him, keep ball, quick people. He'll post them up, and he has post moves. On the defensive end, like I said, he gets hands on a lot of shots. In time he'll stop some of the fouls he got. A few of them are a little silly, but that's the excitement of the game itself.
Well, let's go ahead and bring you the upcoming schedule, and we'll try to maybe holler at Coach Duncan and get him to come up here just in a moment. He's really enjoying this win, and we can't blame him for that, as has been to the locker room and back now, but we'll still try to work on getting him up here. But we should look at our upcoming schedule. Our upcoming schedule presented by Operation Parent. They're equipping and empowering parents with the tools needed to face the issues challenging today's youth. To learn more about their services, visit operationparentdoc.org. We'll put him right there at the end. I will take a very quick break, and then we will be back with Coach Duncan here in just about 30 seconds on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Here with head coach of the Jeffersontown Chargers, Rich Duncan. And Coach Duncan, you played a whale of a game. Butler got out to a quick start. And any concern on the sideline there as they got out to that quick start?
Not really, man. We wanted to make them hit jump shots early.
Yeah, you can see that.
In a game of this magnitude, you think pressure and got to see if them nerves and get to them. They made them. Made the adjustment, and we played very well from there.
You really did. You chipped away at it, and then really once you got in control, they made a couple of runs at you all, but your guys really did stay the course and stayed steady to keep that lead and build it right back up again.
Yes, sir. They're a good team. They're a darn good team, man. Like, they hadn't lost to anybody in the region. They beat us early in the year. We knew what we had coming up. We knew the fight that we was facing. And, man, we knew it was going to take, the entire game to pull this victory off. It was going to be 32 minutes.
Absolutely. Let's talk just briefly about. I want you to comment on any or all of your players, but I first want to comment on Cameron McDaniel's. Just 25 points, 10 boards, so that double. That's 2 games in a row, and it's certainly a beast there on the inside, but also able to hit that outside shot as well.
Yeah, Cameron, he's very gifted offensively, and he can play defense when he wants to. Don't let him fool you. He can play defense when he wants to, but he's very talented offensively. Man, like you say, he can score from the perimeter, shoot the 3-ball at a high percentage. He can get to his mid-range, and then he can finish around the basket with the strength that he has.
Sure.
But yeah, he elevates our team to another level.
Well, we talked about it in our pregame, Coach Evans and I, just about how he might be a little bit of the X factor, being able to just gravy, on top of the potatoes there.
Oh yeah, because we was talented before Cameron came back.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. But when you add somebody of that caliber to the team, and then he's not a selfish player. Like, he makes the right play time after time. So he fit right in seamlessly with us when he came back.
Well, let's talk about the other players too. Harrison certainly played well tonight. Clark played well tonight. And Westmoreland played fantastic tonight. Another double-double as well. The thoughts on those guys and the rest of your team?
Oh, man. We'll start with the young guy first, Westmoreland. LaRon has stepped up tremendously, man. This is the first year start. He's a sophomore. And, he just grew right before our eyes down the stretch here, man. And we challenged him, man. We did. We really challenged him, and he stepped up to the challenge. Davon Harrison, man, oh, my God. The guy had a lot of pressure on him coming in. Preseason six-week player of the year is what they voted him as, and I think he struggled with it earlier. But as he learned to trust his teammates, we got a good team.
Yeah,
you don't have to
sure do.
You don't have to do it all. You just have to do your part, and then we'll be just fine. And once he understood that, he's a finisher, man. He helped finish the last game Saturday, and then he helped again today. He's just a big-time player, man, big time. Clark's been steady for me all year. He's really been the common force on the team. He pulls everybody together. He's pretty much like a point guard. He plays a small forward for us, but he pretty much plays the point guard, gets us set. Things go wrong, he gathers the troops around.
Yep.
He's become a leader overnight also.
Very important. Yes. Very important.
Absolutely.
Well, all right. So I guess now you get a little time off. You get a little break before getting to play at Rep Arena here in the Sweet 16. enjoy it tonight.
We'll enjoy it tonight, but I got to get ready for St. X. Hey, that's a tough first round.
It's going to be a tough game in first round.
We'll be ready for it.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you very much for coming up and talking to us.
No problem.
All right. We'll take just a very quick break, and then we will be back here to J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, and we will wrap it all up here from Valley High School in the 6th Region Championship on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
As we return here to J.C. Cantrell Gymnasium, it's time to look at our upcoming schedule. A look at our upcoming schedule presented by Operation Parent. They're equipping and empowering parents with the tools needed to face the issues challenging today's youth. To learn more about their services, visit operationparent.org. Operationparent.org. Well, upcoming schedule includes the Girls Sweet 16 first round from Rep Arena, audio only, Thursday at 11 o'clock. Our own coach, Coach Mark Evans, will be with Chris Labar as Sacred Heart takes on Johnson Central in that first round Sweet 16 game for the Valkyries. And then also we have, of course, coming up this week and next week, more 8th Region boys tournament action. So please visit glycod.com for the upcoming 8th Region boys tournament. And that is just about going to wrap it up for us here at Valley High School in this 6th Region Championship as the again, J-Town Chargers emerge victorious, and they will take on St. X in the first round of the Sweet 16 at Rep Arena. That game on March 26th, if I'm, yep, there it is right there on the ticker, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it's time for us to sign off, and this is a spot where I'll try to get Coach back on here just for a brief minute and see if he wants to say just a quick something as we wrap things up here. You want to say something before we wrap it up? Thank you. All right, well, you can do that. Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, I just didn't want to sign off without you if you wanted to put a little bow on this one.
Well, I appreciate it, Dr. Carter. I appreciate it. Once again, we knew it would be a good game. J-Town was just dominant from the second quarter on, just so physical, so strong, and both coaches are great coaches. It's too bad it had come down to this, but it's great for J-Town. Congratulations, J-Town, and I'm happy for you. Actually, that's my alma mater. I went there, so I'm a little extra happy for him. But I do like that Butler team, and I really like that Butler coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so that's going to put a bow on it. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, alongside Coach Mark Evans, for Christian Sanchez, for owner-president Chris Labar, and for our executive producer Steve Bird. We're going to say good night from Valley High School, and good night. God bless. And for me, at least, I'll see you next football season here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.